Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last? Something on your mind? What's the word? I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy. I imagine he has. I was a mentor to the boy during his formative years. You might say I have an elder brotherly interest in his development. I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. Take good care of Felix, Captain. I'll make sure Felix has a place of honor in my crew. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Felix? Mostly I remember him as an angry kid stuck living a life for which he was poorly suited. Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life. Our business here is done. That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand? I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end. But I understand you did not do this to help me, but to help Felix. He's proven himself to my crew and to me. And if he's willing, there's a place for young Millstone here. Thank you for everything, Captain. I doubt we'll cross orbits again, but you never know. Then I suppose there's nothing more left to be said. Goodbye, Captain. I doubt we'll cross orbits again. I wasn't expecting visitors today. Or ever, as a matter of fact. Speaking of unexpected, state your business. I'll take it from here, Captain. You're welcome to say your goodbyes. Well, well, would you look at that? You finished my test before it ever started. Trask betrays my crew and by pure happenstance crosses orbits with you. The universe has a strange sense of irony. Is that right? Well then, suppose that changes things. That you feel insulted is a testament to your affection for the boy. I'm not asking you to let him go. Not until he's ready. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you. As much as I appreciate the visit, Captain, my business is with young Millstone. You really want to do this? We've met before. It's good to see you again, Captain. Now, Felix, the best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. Your captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. I'm afraid I have not made myself clear. Felix may have served you with childlike aplomb, but the day will come when he puts away childish things and serves a higher cause. I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix, but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. Well then, if Felix proves himself to me, I should be more than happy to take him off your hands. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. We're not a band of common pirates, Captain. We are revolutionaries. I expect a certain degree of intestinal fortitude from my soldiers. Trask was a coward, ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant, has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. Then Felix will have done me a favor, and I will be grateful. I imagine we'll catch up on lost time, have a long talk about his future. I don't contest your claim to Felix's services, but he is his own man, and we are all of us responsible for our own destinies. Your captain is being candid and blunt. Admirable qualities in a leader. I'm negotiating with your captain. You are his subordinate, at least for now. I'm negotiating with your captain. You are her subordinate, at least for now. You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. We're building a new world together, Felix. You'll want in. Other than the barrel of your gun? Yeah, I might have something. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token. So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask, Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. Of that I have no doubt. You were wise to ignore his lies. Are you sure about this, Felix? I'm not giving you a second chance. Turn me down now, and you're not getting back in my crew. You don't have to do this. You're a free man, Felix. Free to disobey. Thanks for the offer. I just gave you an opportunity of a lifetime, Felix. An opportunity to shape the destiny of Halcyon. You made the right call in the end. I had a feeling you would. You're inclined to believe the word of a traitor. You realize he would have said anything to shake you from his trail. Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. You're trying to burrow under my skin, trying to hit a nerve and make me confess to a falsehood. I gave him a place to stay and books to read. I told him to push back when someone pushed him. He put on airs of independence, self-reliance, pretended to be a loner. But I know him too well. He's always wanted a family, a place to belong. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down. I don't see the point in testing Felix any further. If he's willing, there's a place for him in my crew. You see what I had to deal with? Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for. Listen to me, Felix. Don't go jumping to conclusions. This isn't what it looks like. Oh, come on, Felix. We've all taken money from the board. They run this colony. I can't pay my soldiers in ideological purity. If I have to take the board's money to buy my guns, outfit my troops, and prepare my revolution, then I'll do it. Your captain is trying to teach you something, Felix. We must contend with reality not as we wish it to be, but as it is. Captain, I hope Trask hasn't tricked you into believing his ridiculous accusations. If you're willing to overlook this unpleasantness, I'm willing to take Felix into my crew. Don't resent your captain for siding with the board, Felix. We can't expect everyone to be a revolutionary. You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face. How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off. I was dealing with a traitor. You'll understand if I play my cards close to my chest. You're a sensible man, Captain. I'm glad you understand my position. You're a sensible woman, Captain. I'm glad you understand my position. Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight. Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready. Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time. The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. I was working on this plan for years, saving every bit I could, drawing plans, biding my time. I never intended to spend my life laboring on the groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself, I did what I had to do. I left. I had some ugly business in Scylla. If I told you, I would have implicated you. Hephaestus controlled mining operations all over Scylla. Most of these operations failed. The company pulled out and abandoned their facilities. Mostly abandoned anyway. This one was running on a skeleton crew. My associates and I seized control in a matter of minutes. A vicar. I admit, I never imagined a man of the cloth living the adventurer's life. You do keep some interesting company. Was there anything else? So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I did for a time, but I had to let him go. He wasn't sufficiently devoted to the cause. There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.